Alright, 2019 Kia Forte. I had put a motor in this. We had gotten a small leak. This thing is literally a gasket maker together. That's just the way they are. Everything but the valve cover gasket. I had to do the head, of course, the head gasket and the intake gasket on it. But all where everything meets, the oil pan, the front cover, it's all gasket maker on this. So we had got this motor. It was 21,000 miles. The motor had spun rod bearings, spun them good, spun every single one of them at 100,000 miles. So we had gotten this 21,000 mile motor, and it didn't have compression on cylinder number 3. It was low, not no, but it was leaking through the exhaust. So I'd end up pulling the head off. Now I went ahead and done a whole valve job, cleaned it up, put it together. So this is a real low mile motor. I just don't trust these Kias at all. The owner's not happy. He's trying to get rid of it as quick as he can. But the reason it is in today, well, the first time it was leaking out one of these holes. So I simply pulled it out. You can see it looks like it's still leaking out that hole. Then put a gasket maker in it because I didn't know what to do. Put it all down the threads and it still seems to be leaking here. So I'm going to have to redo that, but the valve cover's seeping too. The valve cover I couldn't hardly get to stick on it. Let me get my tools out here. A little flathead. Pop this. The best way I found to do these without breaking it, you kind of get behind it and you pop it, and it broke anyway. Pop that connector. Get that out of the way. I'm not going to take this off. I'm just going to if I get real impatient, I want to really do it fast, I pull out my real impact to do these. Take them off at 10,000 RPMs. Magnet tray there. Pop, pop. Get out, get out. You can't get, these don't have boots either. They're non-replaceable. You got to replace the whole coil on these. And then out the way, this way. Drop everything, as always. That's missing its metal ring. I'll put an O-ring on it, and it half-ass works, as you've seen. But once in a while, you got to turn it too, make it work again. Here comes my wife pulling up in my car. Hear it banging all the way down the road. There's wiggle. Come out. I'm not even taking these lines off. We're going to do it super quick. Because we can.
Hey!
What?
Come on.
Huh?
I gotta go to work now. Let me take the car.
No. All right, back. Cardboard. See, that's one of the reasons I do like to use my air gun. It does not wait. It doesn't slip, it rolls. You digging it there, girl? Puppy just going to town, digging a hole.
Yeah, I gotta do that. that. We're busy digging it, thinking I'm still right there. But
Alright, I think that's all of them. And them seals are always a little rough coming off. And it's leaking. It seems to leak right where I had to put a gasket maker to try to keep it from staying, or to keep it on there. See, that's why they say do not put a gasket maker on them. It's like, what do you do when the stupid thing won't stay on it? And everywhere I put gasket maker, it leaked. So now I gotta wire brush that shit out of it. Okay, first off, when people start knocking on this Black & Decker, it's not too bad, really. I just bought $30 in tools. This big kit of tools had a bunch of little odds and ends in it. Definitely $30 value. It had this. It had a good about brand new Black & Decker jig, one of the good ones. About every adjustment you'd ever want on it. Plus got the vacuum port on the back, all that. A regular Black & Decker drill, corded one. And 2 pond sanders, one's brand new in the box. It was all kinds. One of the things to adjust rings. It was all kinds of crap. So, of course I'll take it. Of course I'll use it. It was free in a bundle. You do this, you do not want to do it hard at all. Just doing it lightly. And knock it off. So I had that silicone on. Trying to keep it away from the motor. That's for sure. I'm gonna put the wire brush in there. Hopefully it breaks it loose. I don't know, it's not looking too good so far. Getting some of it broke loose, but kind of being a pain at the same time. Really being a pain. I'm probably gonna have to scrape it out. So I'm gonna start there. Had a flathead out. What happened to it? Really see how this fits in there. It don't fit in there. Try between these two. Start with this one. There's that silicone. Gotta go. I used a little more than I thought I did. But apparently you can't even use it just to hold it in place. Alright. Yeah, I had to end up doing it about every corner too. So it's going to be fun to clean up. That's more aesthetics than anything. That ain't gonna matter there. But yeah, this is definitely had to be why it was leaking. It's a brand new valve cover gasket. Other than that, this shouldn't have took nearly this long. This is my mess. But, you know, what are you going to do? I tried it. All I know it was 10, 15 times to get that on there before I finally tapped out. Put some silicone on it to hold it in place. Almost makes me think I should maybe try to use grease or something. I don't know. Anybody have any good ideas, please let me know when you can't get a gasket to stay in place like that. This was the first one I lost the fight on. Plus I ended up doing this job so dirt cheap it wasn't even funny. Like dirt cheap. Like embarrassing. I don't want to say it because I'll never price one of these like that again. I don't want anybody to get an idea on price and stuff like that. But I guarantee this is at least $1,000 too cheap. My problem is I feel bad for people when I try to help them out. Wire brush to it. Alright, too much I can do about that. Other ones you're not. They weren't leaking at all. It is as dry as it can be. Don't fix it if it's not broke, right? So I found the easiest way to do these. Put the rings in. Is that the right way? Yeah, it's the right way. I just did some on a LS Chevy. Is that the way it wants to be? I think like that. Yeah, that holds it nice and firm. I'm just going to do that side. But the stupid things. Yeah, not like that, huh? Just be more that way. It just wants to be that way. See, these gaskets are stupid on this thing. But they were too short. You had to stretch the ever-living snot out of them. And then hope they stayed. And then same thing that I was doing this, hurry up and get it on there. Which all the better gaskets give you have little ridges in it that kind of squish it into place. Of course, these are cheapos, so they don't. Once you get them in there, they work all the same, honestly. Get down in there. See, I don't like how that's acting. Try to get a little bend, maybe. I don't know. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. Now we gotta hope we can flip this bitch in there quick enough that it don't fall out. And that's where I kept having problems last time because of these. You'll get it up, you'll get it over, and then it falls in. So I'm gonna switch views. okay. Let's hope it goes. Let's hope it goes. At least there's little knobs to grab it by. Where is my mirror? Mirror comes in handy sometimes. Oh, fuck you too. Is that how you feel? And there, find out now if it fell off. Then to find out by it leaking all over the place, huh? I know this side's good. Now we're just going to slide it down onto here. Check again. All the way around. Might as well use my mirror again. See, this is one that's got the special bolts that are shouldered, I guess you can call it, where they can't be over torqued per se. Well, they can't go lower than they need to go. Sometimes I think that's an issue with them. They're made like that, so they aren't supposed. Yeah, she got plenty. I literally just give them one twist to go. Either that or start it with my socket. Do one turn with my socket, then hit the gas.
All the way up to the car.
But yeah, that one worked a lot better than the last one. Last one was horrible.
Hey, stop.
Or few. Or few.
Dig.
You guys might get a view of her digging.
Shots.
Move that out of the way, please. Put it back up here. Right out on each. Actually, yeah, I'll go like this. Work it out in a circle. They went quick. Let's double check them all though. Got that one. Pop that seal in. That's usually all it takes. A little rocking on it. Don't want to jam it straight down. It will snap. Now, to be honest, it's about the same on almost any 4-cylinder. They're almost all set up like this. You got the press rings in there. It'd have been nice to show you, but all you got to do to pop them out is use a flathead and hit them at an angle, and they pop right out. And then to put them back in, I usually use a block of wood. Really, you can do them all at once. Sit them all on top of it, upside down. Put a block of wood on top of it, piece of 2x4, and smack it with a dead blow hammer a couple of times, and they go right in. That way, it keeps them all nice, even flat, and you don't end up getting them crooked in there or jammed. Because then you got to yank it back out, and you're going to ruin it. These short guys go here. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt to get in there and start. Said I just do 2 little finger turns real quick. Nope, come with me, socket. I see it. Really screwed up. Get off that. Alright. On to the next thing. These coil packs. This is not my job. This was like this when I first worked on the car. Somebody had put apparently the wrong year coils on it and made it work. We haven't noticed anything. There's no check engine lights or anything like that. So I guess it works. Fine. Don't ask me how they knew. I guess they wired it by the numbers because there's no color codes at all. So they done it by pin number apparently. 4 long ones left going here. Now, even if I use my big impact, take it apart, I've never put stuff back there with that besides suspension work. And then I'm careful on that.